Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Welcome, everyone, to Pat T. Garden Soccer Stadium here on the campus of Homestead High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And tonight's matchup, as you can see, is the Homestead Spartans taking on the Northrop Bruins. This is girls soccer coming to you live on SummitCitySports.com. And I'd say we could have a fun matchup on our hands. Northrop comes into this game at 10-3 overall. Homestead undefeated at 13-0. But they've beaten a lot of the best competition that they've faced this year. Last week, they beat Carroll on a Monday night 4-2 the final. They also knocked off Lawrence North 6-3. They're actually down, I think, very late in that game, 3-1 the final score. Came back to win it 6-3. And where's Lawrence North, in case you're wondering? They're 19th in Class 3A. They also went on the road, Homestead did, and beat Penn. That was a much closer game, 5-4. And Penn is ranked 16th in Class 3A. I think I might have mentioned this, but just to be on the safe side, Carroll, who Homestead beat already, is 6th in 3A. Now, the Homestead Spartans, where are they ranked? They're ranked 2nd in Class 3A in the ISCA girls soccer poll, right behind Hamilton Southeastern. So a great season that these Homestead Spartans have had, and it all started with an 11-0 win over the Leo Lions. That was on the road, and the reason I bring that up is not only was that such a big win for Homestead as far as margin of victory goes, that win's looking better and better as the season goes on. Leo's now 10-4. I believe they've locked up second place in the Northeast 8. Knocked off Columbia City last night. Belmont, by the way, is the first place team in that conference. And the Spartans did beat Belmont as well back on August 20th. But Homestead went up against a really good Leo team and blew them out completely. 11-0, got it into the mercy rule, and Homestead ended up winning that game with 20 seconds left on the clock because it was a 9-goal margin or more. In this case, an 11-goal margin with 20 minutes to go in that game. So, like I said, these Northrop Bruins are a really good team, but they've got their hands full today. Northrop's 10-3 on the season, currently second place in the SAC. Northrop's only losses, a 1-0 loss to Bishop Dwenger at home, a 1-0 loss to Belmont on the road. Belmont, like I said, is first place in the SAC in girls soccer. And Carroll went into Spooler Stadium and defeated Northrop 4-2 earlier this season, a game you might have gotten to see on SummitCitySports.com. Speaking of Leo, that's who Northrop will play on Thursday over at Spooler Stadium. That'll be a 7 p.m. start. Homestead's got one more regular season game left. That's on Thursday. It's on the road against Bishop Dwenger, who I believe have locked up the SAC championship in girls soccer this year. So Bishop Lures wins on the boys' side. Bishop Dwenger wins the SAC on the girls' side. Northrop is a part of the SAC. Homestead is not a part of the SAC. They are an independent, so they can schedule a whole bunch of challenging teams, which this year has played into their benefit. They're 13-0 with a lot of challenging teams on their schedule, a lot of big wins on their resume, including Evansville Memorial, who they beat earlier this year. Evansville Memorial is 11-3-1 on the season. They also beat Mishawaka Marion, who's 8-4-2 on the year. And Warsaw, that one's starting to look better. Homestead beat them 4-0. The Warsaw Tigers are 7-4-1 on the season. So Northrop, no doubt, is going to have their hands full, even though they are a quality team. Northrop comes into this game with some quality scorers, including, of course, Kaylin McCarroll. McCarroll, a freshman, has 16 goals. Excuse me, McCarroll's a junior. She's scored 16 goals on the year. She had a grand total of 11 goals coming into this season, 16 goals for this season alone. They do have a freshman, Northrop does, Ellie Tedeschi. Tedeschi has scored 15 goals on the season. She is the second leading goal scorer for the Lady Bruins. And, of course, you can't forget Nuri Sibri-Carmona. Sibri-Carmona currently has 12 goals on the year. She's third on the team in that category. And for Homestead, the junior class has certainly been very productive. In fact, the top three scorers on the Spartans are juniors. Audrey Johnson leads the way with 20 goals. And you've also got Braylee Morris and Channing Sayaroth with 15 goals on the season apiece. Each has 15. They're tied atop the team rankings. And I do believe I pronounced that last name right, Channing Sayaroth. It's been one that I struggled with earlier this year when I did the Mount Vernon game, which was a 10-1 win for Homestead earlier this year. Well, they got the clock set at 40 minutes. They'll bring the players out for pregame introductions in just a moment, and we'll be right back after this break. You're watching high school girls soccer here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Number 0, Destiny Erchleben.
Got the starting lineups being announced as we return here to Tea Garden Stadium.
Sarah Kimmy Nash. Number 6, Anna Gerber. Number 8, Mason Durbin. Number 9, Kaylin McCarroll. Number 12, Anna Seabree. Number 17, Violetta Fuentes. Number 20, Ellie Tedeschi. Number 21, Nuri Sibri-Carmona. Number 22, Destiny Wallace. Number 23, Libby Moravec. Head coach is Jay Dwagowski. Starting lineups for Homestead. In goal, number 0, Emma Canales. Number 4, Channing Sayaroth. Number 6, Audrey Johnson. Number 8, Allie Heine. Number 9, McKinley Morris. Number 12, Kala Wilkins. Number 13, Ashlyn Sagan. Number 16, Lily Yohe. Number 18, Brooke Poppy. Number 19, Braylee Morris. Number 26, Ashlyn Murphy. Head coach is Paco Castillo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, with that, the starting lineups have been announced here at Pat T. Garden Stadium as the Homestead Spartans get set to take on the Northrop Bruins. And right now we will go ahead and hear from our sponsors. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment.
Thank you, girls, for helping out tonight.
In a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Speaking of volleyball, we do have volleyball action going on tonight from Belmont High School. Joe Northern is on the call over there. We may be checking in on that as we go on. Looks like Northrop boys have already kicked off against Blackhawk Christian. That's over at Spooler Stadium. And yeah, it's Belmont taking out Norwell. That's a Northeast 8 conference matchup, and that Norwell team is pretty good this year. They went on the road, got a sweep of Blackhawk Christian earlier this season, so they're playing some really good volleyball this year. Northrop's playing some really good soccer and girls soccer, but so is Homestead. Northrop's 10-3, Homestead 13-3. And by the way, the SAC, or not just the SAC, but the brackets for the playoffs have been set. I can tell you that Homestead will take on Columbia City in the first round. That will be at Huntington North. And Northrop will host a sectional. They'll take on Northside in the first round of sectionals. 40 minutes on the clock, and Homestead's going to get the ball first. They're going to go right to left on your screen. Northrop will go left to right on your screen. Or in case you might be plugging in your phone and listening in your car, it'd be left to right on your radio dial. By the way, I should mention, if you are listening with your phone plugged in your car, please make sure you plug in your phone before you start driving. Never a safe thing to fiddle with a phone while you're driving, as Homestead gets the early touch, but they're on their own side of the field. Audrey Johnson comes in as the leading goal scorer, but Braylee Morris and Channing Sayaroth have 15 goals apiece for the Lady Spartans. They've been a huge help. Sayaroth, as I recall, is a Wayne transfer. Wayne will be a part of the Huntington North sectional along with Homestead as Northrop gets an early chance. Homestead has a lot of defenders back there. Homestead, if you're not familiar with Fort Wayne area, Homestead wears the blue and gold. Wearing blue jerseys tonight with gold numbers. Northrop, their colors are orange and brown. Tonight they're in the white. In the state of Indiana, the home team wears the colored jerseys and the road team wears the white, unless of course you're talking about a color rush type of game where maybe both teams might wear some sort of color. That's been rare, at least as far as the games I've covered have been concerned. As the Bruins try to get a through ball, they get a touch. I think that was Tedeschi. Shot right at the goal and saved by Emma Canales. Canales punts it out. Looking to the near side. Looked like she was looking for Ashlyn Murphy, the freshman starting midfielder. And Allie Heine sends it across midfield, trying to set up Sayaroth. And Sayaroth with a little quick dribble and go. Trying to get it through. She does and finds Morris. Morris, the back line gets back. And Morris has to chase that ball down. She's able to get to it. Morris trying to make her move. In traffic, across, cleared for now. And the Bruins do get it out of the box. They try to get that one to Violeta Fuentes. Spartans take it back, but it looks like we're going to get an offsides call against Sayaroth on the far side. Free kick coming up for Northrop as we're in the third minute here at T-Garden Stadium. Short header, kicked forward. I think that was Nuri Sibri Carmona who kicked it forward for the Bruins. Spartans keep it out of the box for the time being. They got Yohe to the near side. Lily Yohe. And Yohe trying to send it down the field. That goes past Morris. Can she get to it? Morris with a defender right on her. The cross poked away. Erksleben coming out of the box, and she's got it. Destiny Erksleben, the junior goalie, scoops it up. Fourth minute, no score. That's barely kept in by the freshman McKinley Morris. Kept in again, and this is Violeta Fuentes, sends it across midfield. Morris is there for Homestead. Spartans get it back, still with the ball on their own side. Yohe was calling for it. She's all the way to the near side of the field, right along the sideline. Spartans do get a touch, and they try to set up Syeroth. Kicked away from Johnson. Spartans do get it. Johnson with a left foot. Johnson able to work her way around some traffic, but now she's got a whole lot of traffic in front of her. Left-footed kick, and that's going to be scooped up by Destiny Erksleben. Deflected there. I think that was Heine, Allison Heine. It was either her or Morris. Now this is Morris, number 9, trying to set up Johnson. I beg your pardon, that's Braley Morris. Braley, the junior, McKinley, the freshman. And that appeared to be off Braley Morris. Instead, they're going to call it out off Northrop. And a throw-in coming up for Homestead as Lily Yohe will put it in play. Yohe gets it in. Did that ball go out? They're going to say it did, and that'll be a goal kick because that went out on the end line. It means Northrop's got to run all the way over and get the ball. But that's how the rule works. Oh, no, free kick. A foul on Homestead. So had to send somebody over to the ball, but not to bring it back to the goal. That's Fuentes across midfield, and Homestead gets the takeaway. That's Morris. McKinley Morris trying to set up Syeroth. Syeroth works her way around traffic. Left-footed shot knocked away by Erksleben, and that's rolling out. Corner kick coming for the Spartans. Well, heck of a save by Erksleben, but Homestead still with a chance. Sixth minute here at T-Garden Stadium, and it looks like it's Syeroth putting it in for the Spartans. Left footer. Did Erksleben save that? Are you kidding me? It looked like Morris had her on her heels and Erksleben able to come up with it. What a play. Looks like we've got just enough time to give that another look. Here it is. There's the kick. Ball gets loose, and then Erksleben must have gotten to it just in time because it looked like Morris, at least if she gets a clean kick, has a chance to put Homestead up 1-0. Instead, we remain scoreless. Nonetheless, heck of a play by Destiny Erksleben to get that goal for the Lady Bruins. That's McKinley Morris playing on the back line. She's listed as a forward/midfielder, but playing on the back line that time. Syeroth going quick to her left. Syeroth pushing into the box. Has Johnson and Morris. Johnson gets to it, and she scores! Well, who wants it? Audrey Johnson, Braley Morris. It's Johnson who puts it home.
Audrey Johnson.
And for Audrey Johnson, that's goal number 21, I do believe, for the season. Goal number 1 for the game, of course, but these Lady Spartans have a whole bunch of great goal scorers. Now, this was the quickness of Sieroth that set this up. We'll show it to you on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay.
Substitution for Northrop, number 7, Allison Diaz.
Looked like she was trying to get it to Diaz, or excuse me, not Diaz, but Morris. Diaz was the name that just called, but Johnson right there as it goes past Morris. So whether it's Johnson or Morris who gets a touch, both of them had a chance to score, and Audrey Johnson puts it in. Morris looking to go quick. And yes, it is goal number 21 for Audrey Johnson. Morris with a cross. Bruins have defenders back there. So I try to get this out in front. I think that's Hayden Klein, number 3. She must have just come in off the bench for the Bruins. Little swing move, that's Fuentes. And a whistle blows as Sieroth thought she had the takeaway. We get a foul on Homestead. Kick down the field. They just barely get that across midfield. Sieroth was there. Didn't get a clean touch, though. The Bruins get it back. That's going out of bounds. And no chance of recovery. Anna Gerber was there. Check that. That's number 8, Macy Durbin. And a throw-in coming up for Homestead. Lily Yohe, the senior defenseman. Throws it in looking for Johnson. Played there on the back end by Durbin. Johnson all the way across the field. Sieroth sends it back across midfield. And that's Katie Dragan, the junior defenseman off the bench. Sieroth does get her touch, but it's cleared. Yohe going for the takeaway. Looks like she got it. And Dragan trying to keep it in. Doesn't stay in for long, and that is off Sieroth. Throw-in coming up for Northrop.
Entering the game from Northrop, number 3, Hayden Klein.
Hayden Klein will enter. That's kicked out by Homestead again. Hoping to check in on Blackhawk Christian versus Northrop boys soccer. That game is over at Spooler Stadium. Blackhawk Christian boys came here to Homestead and played the Spartans to a scoreless tie. Looks like Northrop's already on the board in that one. Score I was seeing there was 1-0 in favor of the Bruins. As the Lady Bruins get it across midfield, look to create a scoring chance. A little through ball to the far side. I think they're trying to set up Seabree, either Seabree or Tedeschi. My apologies. It's hard to see some of these numbers from here. I'm having to look through 2 panes of glass. So when the players are closer to you, it's easier to see. Sent to the near side. That's Yohe. And Yohe just able to keep it in. Can McCarroll get to it? Check that. That was Klein, Hayden Klein. It's Johnson who gets to it for Homestead. 11th minute here at T-Garden Stadium. Heine towards midfield, kept in play. Kicked a long way down the field. Sieroth waits and now gets to it. There she goes. Into the box. Left-footed shot. Oh, wide left. She got Erks-Laban to dive to her right, but the shot just a little wide of the goal. I'll give you another look at this on our Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Sieroth's been going quick several times tonight. The quickness almost got her rewarded, but this time It's just to the left of the post, and here come the Bruins. As McCarroll tries to work her way to the left side. McCarroll, the leading goal scorer for Northrop, but Allie Heine with the takeaway for Homestead. And there goes Zyaroth. Tries to set up the through ball. Flag does not go up. Chance for Homestead. Trying to set up Morris, and the shot goes wide. And that's going to be a goal kick for Northrop. And by the way, it is 1-0 Northrop boys leading Blackhawk Christian. Blackhawk Christian's ranked number 2 in Class 1A boys soccer. Again, they came in here to Tea Garden Stadium and were shut out. Unfortunately for Homestead, it was a tie, not a win. Scoreless tie, as it were. As Zyaroth comes up with the ball. Tries to slip it through to Johnson. Johnson has help on the back line. That's cleared to the sideline. That's going to roll out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for the Spartans. It's going to be Lily Yohe to throw it in for Homestead. She goes with the short throw in. Morris has defenders back there for Northrop. And McKinley Morris will get to it. Her shot is saved by Erksleben. That bounces toward midfield and then gets slowed down. So Bruins try to set up a through ball. That one does get through, but it gets past McCarroll. I think that was McCarroll who that pass was meant for. Pass Morris, and I think she touched it last. That's going out of bounds. Throw in for the Bruins. That's Mason Durbin to throw it in, and she gets it in to Hayden Klein. That gets past Klein. To the near side, Yohe's got it. And she tries to set up Johnson, but that's going to roll all the way to the sideline. Throw-in coming up for Northrop. Here's Morris. Backwards pass, another one. Heine with the spin move, trying to get it to Zyaroth, and it's taken away. It's going out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for Homestead. Bruins have it on the far side. Spartans get a takeaway. Looks like Johnson's got it for Homestead. Tries to send it through traffic for Yohe. The Bruins send it across midfield, but there's only Homestead defenders back there at this point. We're in the 16th minute here at Tea Garden Stadium. And the Spartans will get it on the near side. That's Lily Yohe. Yohe trying to set up Morris. There are defenders back there. And a little contact made. Looks like that's going against Northrop. Braylee Morris will handle the free kick for Homestead as we're inside the 17th minute at Tea Garden Stadium. Official making sure that the girls are lined up properly. Kicked high in the air, and that's going over the goal onto that blue turf that surrounds the pitch.
Substitution for Northrop. Entering the game, number 20, Ellie Tedeschi.
Ellie Tedeschi will re-enter the game for Northrop. She's the second leading scorer for these Lady Bruins. Comes in with 15 goals on the year, and right now, Northrop looking to even up the score. Homestead's had the ball in the Northrop zone quite a bit. Is that going to go out? Yes, it is, and it's off Homestead. Throw in. Taken back by the Bruins. Kicked forward by Homestead. Seiroth's got it. To her left, left-footed shot, and poked over the goal by Erks-Laban. It will be a corner kick, but Erks-Laban able to keep it 1-0 for now. Again, Seiroth's quickness on display. She got the assist. Well, I don't know if she officially got the assist, but she did set up the Johnson goal earlier in this game. Kicked high in the air. Cleared out for now. Homestead has defenders back there. Morris to the left. Defender right on her. Morris the cross and saved by Erks-Laban. And I think that was McKinley Morris who was lurking in close to knock it in had she gotten a chance. Northrop trying to set up something. They're going to get a throw in here as Heine trips. Trips over Kaylin McCarroll. And McCarroll has it taken away. That's Yohe. Audrey Royer, the sophomore defenseman, sends it toward the middle. Seiroth on the far side. Left-footed kick. Morris off her knee, and that's going to be scooped up by Erks-Laban. Morris never really got a clean touch, and Erks-Laban able to scoop that one up. Kept alive by the Spartans. That's Johnson. And Johnson going quick. Johnson. Little through ball. Seiroth. Back to Seiroth. She's played mostly on the far side of the field. Now here she is on this side. Left-footed shot. Saved again by Erks-Laban. Seiroth, so many touches. And might have an assist at this point. She did set up the goal by Johnson, but unable to score there. She's been unable to score all night long. But again, she set up the goal by Audrey Johnson earlier in this game. As we're in the 20th minute, Morris trying to keep it in. She does. Morris right around the defender. Across. And Northrop has defenders back there. And not a clean kick for Homestead there. Yohe gets to the ball, though. And here's Morris, McKinley Morris, that is. Right-footed shot, and that's going to be scooped up by Erks-Laban. Erks-Laban with a short punt. Morris has it kicked away, but Homestead again has defenders back there as they're able to defend that line. Back to Yohe. Across midfield. And here come the Spartans. Heine. Allison Heine coming down the field. Morris makes a move to her right, and that's kicked off the back of Violeta Fuentes. Spartans keep the ball for now. Allie Heine has it. Toward the far side. Seiroth to her left. The shot too high. Homestead controlling the ball on the Northrop zone for the most part. So far they've got just one goal to show for it. That looked like Ashlyn Sagan with the header there for Homestead. The Spartans get it back across midfield. think that's Durbin who gets to the ball for Northrop. And here come the Bruins. They got McCarroll out in front. Couldn't get it to her. Good defense by Yohe. Kept in by Heine. She gets it to Yohe. Yohe with a defender on her. Gets it through traffic. But the traffic is going to slow that down. Morris with the takeaway. To the left. Along the end line. Morris snuck it in. It's a goal for Braylee Morris.
Go for Homestead by number 19, Braylee Morris.
And she created that chance. Get to see it right here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Defenders got back there, but Morris stuck with the play. We'll look at it right now. Again, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning brings you this replay. Morris never gave up on the ball, got the takeaway, and there's not a lot of space there, but the little space she had, she used, and then snuck it in past Erksleben. And the Spartans now lead it 2-0 over the Lady Bruins. And now does Northrop have a scoring chance here? They're looking for one. I think that's McCarroll trying to get around defenders. Right-footed shot, and it goes wide right. Emma Canales hasn't been all that busy in between the pipes yet. Of course, the night is young. Going to reset my scoreboard here. I'm off by a few seconds. There we go. I think we got it right. As the Spartans get the ball in their own box. Yohe with the boot across midfield. Morris, there was a defender back there. Morris not offsides. Morris with the cross. Looking for Syeroth. It's cleared. And Northrop gets to it, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And I think they're going to get Anna Gerber for that one. Either Gerber or Durbin. It's either 6 Gerber or 8 Durbin. It was hard to tell. But it's going to be a free kick for Homestead. Morris is going to set it up. Morris, the run up. And it's too tall. Strong left-footed kick by Morris, but she couldn't put it in. And Homestead still with this 2-0 lead. Northrop boys still leading Blackhawk Christian 1-0 over at Spooler Stadium. If I had to guess, I'd say it's about a 15-minute bus ride from here to Northrop for these Lady Bruins when this game's all said and done. They're hoping that they can take that bus ride with a win on their record. They've got 10 wins on their record. They're looking for number 11. As McCarroll sends it ahead, that gets past Tedeschi and out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for Homestead. Homestead's got 13 wins on their record. They're looking for number 14, and then they'll go to Bishop Dwenger on Thursday. Bishop Dwenger's already locked up an SAC championship in girls soccer. As Morris gets a touch, stays with it, able to keep it in. Syeroth gets to it, gets past the defender. Going to take the left footer, and that is too high. Boy, Syeroth has set up all kinds of chances. She's used her speed incredibly well tonight. At this point, she doesn't have a goal to show for it, though she did set up the Audrey Johnson goal earlier in this game.
That's number 21 entering the game from Northrop.
It's Nuri Sibri Carmona coming into the game. I was about to say, I thought Tedeschi was already on the field for Northrop. So were my eyes deceiving me? Well, it's possible. McCarroll gets a touch. Tries to slip it through. That's Tedeschi. But McKinley Morris out-battles her, and McKinley's able to keep it in. McCarroll's right there. She gets the takeaway. McCarroll trying to get it through traffic. She does get it through traffic, but the closest one there is Emma Canales. Spartans do get it across midfield. A little contact made there, and the Bruins come up with a takeaway. They get the ball across midfield. Little through ball, and Homestead's got the takeaway. Looks like Morris. Syroth to her left. Knocked away. Homestead gets it back. Canales waits. Across midfield from Royer. Morris gets around a defender. She scored once doing that already. Can she do it again? Not this time. It will, however, be a corner kick. Braylee Morris has been able to make the most out of little space when she's gotten the ball. She made the most out of it, but couldn't quite get a goal. But she does create a corner kick for the Lady Spartans.
Substitution. Entering the game for Northrop, number 3, Hayden Klein.
Hayden Klein will re-enter for Northrop.
And for Homestead, number 8, Allie Heine.
Ellie Heine enters for
17,
Homestead.
Jillian Eddy.
Julian Eddy also entering the game. Corner kick goes high, and the Bruins clear it out of the box. But waiting back there for Homestead is Lily Yohe. That's Johnson from a long distance. That's going wide right. Across. They get the ball to Katie Dragan. Eddy trying to get it to Morris. She got tangled up. And now Johnson goes for the ball, gets a touch. Now Morris gets one, trips outside the box. This is still a live ball. And that's cleared out by the Bruins. And ultimately, it's Erks Laban who gets the save. Destiny Erks Laban able to stick with it. She got a couple of saves on that sequence for Northrop. 10:21 and counting left to play in the first half here at T-Garden Stadium. And I believe that's Tedeschi who gets the ball. She sends it backwards. They got McCarroll on the near side. Can they get it to her? She gets her touch. McCarroll trying to get around and well defended there, but knocked out of bounds by Audrey Royer. Tedeschi working her way around traffic. That's off Homestead. Throwing coming up for Northrop. McCarroll trying to work through traffic, and it's taken away by Homestead. Northrop hasn't had the ball on the Homestead side all that much. Homestead makes it a short trip for the Bruins as Syroth battles for the ball. She will get to it. Channing Syroth pushing down the field. Johnson. Shot. Knocked away by Erks Laban. Ball still loose. Out of bounds. It's going to be called a corner kick. I think the Northrop fans wanted a call for a foul in front of the goal, but it's not called that way. Take a quick look at it here on the replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Yeah, it looked to me like Erx-Laban was just going for the ball. Didn't really see anything of a foul on Homestead, though, but I did see that Erx-Laban was going for the ball, which he has a right to do. As that ball gets in a whole bunch of traffic, whole host of white shirts down there for the Bruins. Long kick toward the box, the header, and that will wander towards Erx-Laban, and she'll just go down and punt it away. As we're inside the 33rd minute here at T-Garden Stadium. Morris trying to set up the through ball. As Eddie gets to that one, that's rolling out of bounds, and this is going to be a goal kick for Erx-Laban.
Entering the game for Homestead, number 19, Brayley Morris.
Brayley Morris checks back in. Kept alive by Eddie. Short kick to Eddie. And she sends it back to Addie Holloway. Spartans continue to push. Bruins have a defender there. That's going to roll to the sideline and out, and a goal kick coming up for the Lady Bruins. Blackhawk Christian has tied things up over at Spooler Stadium. It's 1-1 over there.
Entering the game for Northrop, number 7, Allison Diaz.
Allison Diaz coming into the game.
Coming in for Homestead, number 26, Ashlyn Murphy.
Diaz, as I recall, was Northrop's leading scorer a year ago. As far as I can tell, this is only her 7th game played this season. I think that's Johnson with a push. It's hard to tell from here. That's a diving attempt and kicked in by the Spartans. And it looks like that's Morris. That'd be her 2nd goal of the game. 3-0 Sparty, or did they call offsides? Did not see an offside signal. Looks like everybody's going back to midfield, which would indicate that this is a goal.
Goal for Homestead by number 19, Brayley Morris. The assist was number 6, Audrey Johnson.
Audrey Johnson gets credit for the assist. And we'll take a look at it here on our replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Again, not a lot of space. Erx-Laban initially got the save, but then Morris, almost like she's putting on her basketball shoes there as she rebounds it and puts it right back. We got 5.5 to play in half number 1 as this ball rolls to the sideline and goes out. Northrop gets the throw in. Northrop and Blackhawk Christian boys are already at halftime. That game's tied at 1, and that's a non-conference game. So if it remains tied at the end of regulation, no overtime. This is also a non-conference game. And certainly we could see overtime, but Northrop has a long ways to go to get there. And Indiana, only conference games go into overtime. Non-conference games do not, unless we're talking about postseason play. Sent toward the middle. I believe that was Jillian Sprinkle who kicked it. That throw-in is going to go to Homestead. Audrey Royer to throw it in. Kicked out again. I think that was Sarah Kemi Nash who kicked it out for the Lady Bruins. And it's Dragan to throw it in again for Homestead. Dragan gets it in. Little contact, no call. They'll play on, and the kick goes out of bounds. Throw in again for the Spartans. This ball lands on that, well, I'd say blue turf, and most of that turf is blue, but it looked like it landed on the yellow lettering on the turf. I'm not talking about the blue turf that they have over at Boise State, where the blue turf is the field that you play on. Here at Homestead, the blue turf surrounds the pitch. Well, speaking of Boise State, I don't know what kind of field the soccer teams play on over there. Kicked forward. That's Johnson. She works her way backwards, and that's taken away by the Bruins. Sent ahead as they get the ball to Fuentes. Can the Bruins create a scoring chance here? No, Homestead gets back there. Dribbler across midfield. A move to the inside. Kick backwards. That goes to Sprinkle. They try to set up Eddy. Jillian Eddy tries to set up the through ball, and Northrop's got it. That was Fuentes. Looking for Klein. It gets past her. And McKinley Morris works it backwards as we're inside 3 minutes to play here in half number one.
Two minutes remaining in the first period. 2 minutes.
Inside 2 minutes to go as Royer sends it back and Homestead looks to get something going. Here goes Morris. Kicked across midfield, and the Bruins take it away. That's taken away by the Spartans. Kicked ahead. Northrop's got it. Kicked forward or kicked backward for Homestead, and they've got it back. Katie Dragan sends it across midfield, but the Bruins have a defender there as they try to get it through to Tedeschi, and that's taken away by Homestead. 1:15 to go. Through ball as they try to set up Morris, and Northrop's able to clear for now. We approach the final minute.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
Of the
1
first
minute.
half. Kicked a long way. That might be offsides. Flag doesn't go up, though. And now it is up. It is offsides. I think that was Morris who got ahead of the last line too soon. We're down to 25 seconds. Well, Homestead with a very comfortable 3-0 lead. I say comfortable, although this Northrop team is a really good team. 10-3 on the season. Clock down under 10 seconds. Here goes Johnson. To her left. Johnson pushing, trying to get something before the half, and they're not going to as that rolls all the way to the end line. It will be cleared and the first half ends.
Score and intermission.
3-0 in favor of the Homestead Spartans.
Of a 10-minute intermission, concession stand is open. Restrooms are by the concession stand.
It is halftime here at Pat T. Garden Stadium, and the Homestead Spartans lead at 3-0 over the Northrop Lady Bruins. And with that, we'll get a few more words from our sponsors that allow us to do the games we do here on SummitCitySports.com. And I'll have that for you in a little bit. Apologize for the delay, but it looks like I got my readers pulled back up. So now here are those words from our sponsors that we always try to recognize in each game that we broadcast. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. And the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. We're at halftime here at Tea Garden Stadium, and Homestead leads Northrop 3-0. We're back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, SummitCitySports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
We are at halftime here at Pat T. Garden Stadium as Homestead leads Northrop by a score of 3-0. A goal for Audrey Johnson, 2 goals for Braley Morris. We'll show you the goals right here on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Now give credit to Channing Syaroth. She set this up, and even though it looked like she was trying to set up Morris, it's Johnson who puts it in, and that gives Homestead the early 1-0 lead over these Lady Bruins of Northrop. My apologies there. Hit a couple of buttons prematurely, but now we'll show you the second goal of this game for the Homestead Spartans. And it was Braley Morris first getting the takeaway and then using very limited space to her advantage. She takes it and sneaks it inside past Irk Slavin, inside that near side corner, and Homestead takes the 2-0 lead off of that goal. And this will be our most recent replay that we have to show you. It was Braley Morris again coming away with the goal as the ball gets loose, but Morris is able to redirect it in almost basketball style. Little rebound goes off the glass, and you get there and put it right back for the deuce, or in this case, the 1. And it's 3-0 on the board for the Homestead Spartans as we're just seconds away from the start of the second half here at T. Garden Stadium. So we'll put 40 minutes back on the clock. Get our scoreboard corrected. And we are ready to go for half number 2. When I last checked, it was still a 1-1 tie between Northrop and Blackhawk Christian, and that is still the case. That's boys soccer taking place over there at Spooler Stadium. And we're going to have Northrop kicking off to start half number 2. It was Homestead who kicked off to start half number 1. And we're underway. Homestead Spartans undefeated, 14-0 on the year. Bruins 10-3. By their record, you'd certainly think they'd be able to battle with Homestead, but so far Homestead shutting them out, and Homestead gets a takeaway over there on that far side. Now remember, Homestead started off the year by beating Leo 11-0. Leo's 10-4. And the Lions will be at Northrop this coming Thursday. Homestead will be at Bishop Dwenger, champions of the SAC, in large part because they went on the road and beat Northrop 1-0. Goal kick coming up here for Northrop. Kicked back across midfield. As the Bruins try to set something up, Homestead gets it back. Looks like Johnson. She trips, regains her balance. Across, kicked high in the air, and that's going over the goal. Sounded like the Homestead fans getting excited there, but that one does not go in. They play on artificial turf here at T-Garden Stadium like they do over at Homestead's football stadium. It's one of the few stadiums, soccer stadiums in the area that is not shared with a football stadium. Of course, Northrop, they play football and soccer at Spooler Stadium nowadays. Concordia plays both football and soccer at Zollner Stadium as Syeroth kicks that one out of bounds, and Northrop will get this throw in. Kick backwards by Gerber and taken away by Homestead. That's Johnson. Gerber kicks it back, and she got tripped. It'll be a free kick for the Bruins. Line driver, a header across midfield by Kalo Williams. Sent toward the middle there by Fuentes. Homestead takes it back, and they try to set up Syeroth. Syeroth to her left. She gets tripped, and that's going to be called against Northrop. Free kick coming up. Allie Heine has the free kick set up. Heine kicks it ahead, and Erks-Laban's able to come out and get the save. Tedeschi had the touch. It's kicked away from her. Back toward the middle as they try to set up Tedeschi. Ball goes past her, and Homestead has defenders back there. Kick back toward Canales in the box. Canales has not seen a whole lot of shots come her way today. Homestead's controlled the ball on the Northrop side of the field quite often. Across midfield. A little spin move, and here come the Bruins. Trying to set up Tedeschi. Tedeschi with a defender right on her. Takes the shot, and it's way over the goal. Canales will send it to her left. Here come the Spartans as they look to push across midfield, trying to set something up. It's not quite a bicycle kick. Kind of goes in a similar direction, but bicycle kick has a lot more action to it. As it ball is kicked across midfield, and that's going to stay in. Nope, go out. Throw in coming up for Homestead. Northrop's had a few more chances here in the second half than what we got in the first half. Well, not really. More chances early in the first half than what they got in the second half rather than what they got late in the first. Homestead's got it. Little through ball trying to set up Syeroth. And Syeroth gets to it for Homestead, makes a move to her left. Defender right on her, makes another move. Northrop's got it. Tedeschi makes a move across midfield, looking for some help. Tedeschi still going to her right. Takes the shot, long shot, and Canales just lets it go. And a goal kick coming up for Homestead. Homestead's got one more game after tonight. Again, that'll be on the road against Bishop Dwenger, who I believe has already locked up an SAC regular season title in girls soccer. They are the only SAC team to beat Northrop this year. Syeroth to her left. That was Gerber, who looked like she had a hold of her shirt. A little through ball, and here's a chance for Homestead. Erksleben coming out, and it's kicked in for a goal. Audrey Johnson, her second of the night.
Goal for Homestead by number 6, Audrey Johnson.
Reset the clock. It's now 35-15. And I can show you that replay. As always, it is brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Here's a look at it. Looked like it was Morris who set that up. No, there's Morris. But Johnson gets it right past Erksleben as she came well out of the box. And Johnson puts it on the net. Second goal of the night for Johnson. 22nd goal of the season for Audrey Johnson. And the Spartans lead it 4-0. Things could change a little bit if Homestead goes up 5 goals. I'll explain if we get there. This is Canales. Punts it away. That one goes backwards. Looks like it went off of Durbin, Mason Durbin. Here come the Spartans. That ball's rolling a long way to the end line. It looks like it's going out, and it is. Goal kick coming up for Northrop. Out of bounds, off Homestead, throwing coming up for Northrop. Yeah, the Northrop and Blackhawk boys are still tied at 1 apiece over at Spooler Stadium. Blackhawk Christian played Homestead to a scoreless tie here in boys soccer. Flag goes up, and I think they're going to get Northrop for offsides. Here come the Spartans. That was Wilkins who sent it across midfield, and this appears to be off Homestead. Nope, it's off Northrop. And Kala Wilkins will throw it in. Kicked toward the end line, and a corner kick coming up for the Spartans. As we're in the 50th minute here at Pat T. Garden Stadium. Syeroth to the left. Working her way around traffic, has to clear it back outside. That's a long shot, and that's going wide left. This will be a goal kick for Northrop.
Entering the game for Northrop, number 14, Morgan Ditton.
Morgan Ditton will come into the game for Northrop. A takeaway by the Spartans. That goes past Syeroth, and she lost her footing. A chance for the Spartans. The shot by Johnson goes wide. That looked like Johnson who took the shot. It's going to be a goal kick for Northrop. That Blackhawk Christian Northrop boys game has 24 minutes and change left to play. A takeaway there by Wilkins. Trying to get it to Syeroth, and that's going out of bounds. Northrop kicks it out. Homestead gets the throw in. Throw in, Wilkins. Gets it to Holloway. Holloway has it cleared. Going out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for Northrop. Trying to get it to Tedeschi, and right in front of her is Dragan. Tedeschi going for it. Doesn't get it, but the Bruins do get a touch as they try to send it across midfield to Hayden Klein. I think that was Fuentes going for the ball. That goes off Homestead, throwing coming up as Moravik tried to send it ahead for the Bruins. Quick throw in. Sent back the other way by Wilkins. Addie Johnson, make that Addie Holloway gets to the ball. And Heine will clear that one across midfield. Going into the box, and that is going to be scooped up by Canales. Little through ball. Spartans take it away. And the Spartans come back across midfield. Out of bounds, throw in for Homestead. It's another one out of bounds. Another throw-in coming up for Homestead. Throw into the far side. 2 goals for Audrey Johnson. 2 goals for Braylee Morris. They try to get it up the field to Klein. It goes off of her. And Homestead sends it back towards Syeroth. Syeroth to the near side. That's Wilkins. Syeroth working her way through some traffic. Here come the Spartans. Little through ball. Shot. Wide left. It looked like Morris who took the shot. And a goal kick coming up for the Bruins.
Entering the game for Homestead, number 14, Jillian Sprinkle.
Jillian Sprinkle will come in for Homestead. See if I can check in on the Norwell-Belmont volleyball match going on over in Decatur. Looks like they're in commercial right now. Might be between sets. Quick feed, Johnson. Surrounded by defenders, and her shot goes wide right. It was a shot from long distance, and she couldn't put it home. Sent forward by Wilkins. Royer. Left footer, and that's going wide left. Looks like Belmont has a 2-0 lead over Norwell as they're apparently just starting set number 3 over at the TP. That's what they call the gym over at Belmont High School. Of course, Norwell, their gym is known as the Castle. A lot of the NE8 schools have interesting names for their gyms. Leo has the Lion's Den. East Noble has the Big Blue Pit. And then, of course, New Haven has an actual name for their gym, Armstrong Arena. As here come the Spartans, shot on goal, and that's going to be saved by Erks Laban. Looks like it was Johnson who took the shot. Audrey's already got 2 goals in this game for Homestead. Say actual name, I just mean like the typical name that you might see for an arena, like have a sponsor or a booster who it's named after, or a famous coach who it's named after. And like I said, at New Haven, they've got Armstrong Arena where the basketball and volleyball teams play. Here come the Bruins. A move to the inside. Tedeschi pushing ahead. Tedeschi the shot, and that's going to be saved rather easily by Canales. Punted toward midfield as this one's going to bounce across midfield. Sprinkle was close to it. That was Wilkins. She sends it back. Over 21 minutes to play here at T-Garden Stadium as Homestead trying to set something up. Over to the near side. Sprinkle. Royer the shot, and that's over the crossbar. And subs will come in for Homestead. Looks like a bunch of them. Syroth looks like she's coming back in.
Substitutions for Homestead. Number 10, Katie Dragon. Number 4, Channing Zyroff. Number 15, Audrey Royer. And number 17.
My apologies. I thought it was Royer who took the shot just a second ago. That looked like 15. The Spartans go for the ball on that near side. My apologies. Some of these jerseys are hard to see from a distance, even though it is gold numbers on blue uniforms. I say gold. It's more of a maize type of yellow. kind of like what you see for the Michigan Wolverines, although it's a different shade of blue than the Wolverines have. It's more of a royal blue here at Homestead. Have a free kick for the Spartans. Blackhawk and Northrop boys still tied. Taking a long time to get this ball in. And now they do get it in. And Erx-Laban has the save on the free kick. Kicked ahead, looking for Klein. Hayden Klein. She gets to it, trying to get around the defender. That's going to go out off of Homestead. And Klein was about to throw it in. Instead, she will let Mason Durbin throw it in. That was Seabury who tried to get it across midfield. This throw-in will go to Northrop. Down 4-0 with under 20 minutes to play in regulation. Cleared ahead. Bruins keep it in. Or do they? They're going to say Tedeschi kicked it out. I thought that stayed on the line. But it's going to be a throw-in for Homestead. Looks like Dragan's going to throw it in. Dragan across midfield to Syroth. Syroth gets that over to Sprinkle. And Holloway will send that one backwards. All the way across the field. Spartans push, left-footed shot. Looked like Zyroth took the shot, and Erx-Laban dives on top of it. Syroth trying to get to it. That's going to be cleared to the sideline. It's going out. Throw in coming up for Homestead. Katie Dragan will throw it in for the Spartans. Trying to get it in to Syroth. And that's taken over by Seabury. It was either Seabury or Fuentes. It's hard to tell from here. Tedeschi gets it on the near side. Tedeschi to her right. Freshman trying to make something happen. Tedeschi going for the through ball. There's a chance. Is that Klein? That's going to be cleared toward the sideline. It's about to go out, and it's going to go out in front of the flag. So a throw in for the Bruins. They got a long way to go, but they got a chance in the Homestead zone. Long way to go to come back, I mean. But that throw-in's going to go to Homestead. It goes off the Bruins. Looks like Dragan's going to throw it in for the Spartans.
Entering the game for Homestead, number 19, Brayley Morris.
Brayley Morris will check back in. Morris has 2 goals. Audrey Johnson has 2 goals. As the ball is thrown in, headed toward the sideline. Who's that off of? They're going to say off of Northrop, and Homestead will get the throw in. Looks like Dragan again to throw it in, and she finds Syroth. Syroth pushing. Syroth with another gear. Has a teammate up ahead. She got tripped. No call. And Northrop will come across midfield, but Homestead gets it back. Sent toward the far side. Here come the Spartans with a chance. But a takeaway by the Bruins in the box. It's the 65th minute here at T-Garden Stadium. 15:35 and counting left to go on the clock. Header toward the sideline. Kept in play by Homestead. Addie Holloway gets the ball. Dragan has it for Sparty. Dragan to the near side, and that one goes behind Sprinkle, Jillian Sprinkle, and out of bounds. Throw in coming up for Northrop. Kept in there by Anna Seabree, but a takeaway by Homestead. I think that's Sagan. Ashlyn Sagan. And here's a chance in the box for Homestead. Northrop slows them down. That's going to roll to the sideline, and it stays in. Homestead able to keep this one in. A little contact and a trip called against the Bruins. Left-footed shot, and that's going to be saved by Erksleben. Again, Homestead takes on Columbia City in the first round of sectionals next week. That'll be at Huntington North. Homestead boys will be hosting a sectional. They'll have games Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday will be the semifinal. Saturday will be when the championship game is. That's Saturday of next week, not this week. Most of the area teams won't be playing soccer this weekend. They'll have games leading up to the weekend as Tetesky gets to the ball. Northrop still with a chance. That's Seabree trying to send it through traffic, and the Spartans take it away for now. They get that ball across midfield. Syeroth gets a touch. There she goes. Syeroth's been going quick, hasn't found the net yet. Left-footed shot, and it's off the post. Still live. Redirected, saved again. Are you kidding me? Double save, Destiny Erksleben. Incredible work in between the pipes by Erksleben. I called it a double save. The first one actually hit off the post, but then Erksleben had to recover. We'll show it to you right here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Syeroth has been going quick all night long and almost found the net. Erksleben dive going for the save, and then a second dive gets the save. And it's still 4-0. Still a long way to go for the Bruins if they want to come back and win this game. They got time to do it, but not a lot of it. 11:47 left on the clock. Syeroth gets to the ball again, trying to work her way around. She kept it in, but Northrop clears. That's going to be a throw-in, though, for Homestead. That Huntington North sectional will also feature Southside, Wayne, and, of course, Huntington North.
Number 26, Ashlyn Murphy.
Again, that's the sectional that Homestead is a part of. And again, Homestead will play Columbia City in that sectional. Northrop hosts their own sectional in girls soccer. They'll play Northside in the first round. Winner of that game will get Carroll. And the winner of that game will play either Snyder or Leo. Snyder and Leo will play each other in one of the semifinal games.
For Homestead, number 8, Allie Heine.
Allie Heine comes in for Homestead.
Lily Yohe.
And Lily Yohe comes in for Northrop. Syeroth trying to keep it alive. This ball goes out of bounds. It's off Northrop And a throw-in coming up for Homestead. Sent to the near side. That's Katie Dragan. She sends it ahead to Jillian Sprinkle. Seiroth gets her touch. Draws a crowd of defenders. Sends it ahead. That looked like a jersey pull. Either way, it's going to be a save by Erx-Laban. And Erx-Laban will punt it out. Sprinkle's got it. Sprinkle across the middle. Sent to the near side as Hayden Klein gets a touch, and it's kicked away, and then some contact made as the ball goes out. This will be a throw-in for Northrop. That is Hayden Klein to throw it in. And she gets it back to Anna Seabree. Looked like a push in the back. It wasn't called. Kick backwards, and Northrop regains possession for now. A move to the inside. That looked like Sarah Kemi Nash. McCarroll trying to spin away from trouble. Kaylin McCarroll comes into this game with 6 goals on the year. And again, Northrop takes on the Leo Lions this coming Thursday. And here come the Bruins. Contact made. Northrop looked like they had a chance. Tedeschi couldn't get to it. As we approach 8 minutes to play here at T-Garden Stadium. Looked like it went out off Northrop. Instead, they're going to call it out off Homestead. Seiroth toward the middle. Trying to get it to Seiroth up the field. She gets her touch. They stay with her, and Seiroth has to work back. Dragan. Through ball. Looking for Seiroth. Contact made. No call. And now whistles blow, and Seiroth is down. See what the official does here. Is he going to call for a stoppage of time? He has not called for the clock to stop yet, and apparently he doesn't need to. Seiroth gets up. She's on her feet. She appears to be okay. A move to the inside. I believe that was Kemi Nash. Sarah Kemi Nash. That ball's kicked all the way across midfield. Homestead trying to keep it in. They do, I think. Again, my apologies. It's hard to see some of these numbers all the way on the other side of the field. Addie Holloway goes for the ball for Homestead. Will that one stay in? Looks like it does. That goes behind Seiroth. Seiroth draws contact, and it's cleared out by the Bruins. Across midfield, here come the Bruins. Morgan Hitton trying to get to the ball. It's taken away by Homestead. Excuse me, Ditton is the last name. A D, not an H. The Bruins get the takeaway. They send it across midfield. Syroth gets a touch. Syroth pushing. She's got a teammate to her right and in the middle. Tried to send it through. That's going to go all the way to Erxleben. And she dives on top of it. That ball's rolling to the sideline and out. Northrop will get a throw in, and subs will come in.
Substitution for Northrop, number 7, Allison Diaz.
Allison Diaz comes in for Northrop.
Yeah, for Homestead. Number 26, Ashlyn Murphy. Number 9, McKinley Morris. And number 5, Liliana Vasquez.
Ashlyn Murphy sounds like she's made her first entry of the game. And I'm told that number 5 is Liliana Vasquez. It says Allie Borchers is listed as number 5 on the roster. But here come the Spartans inside 4 minutes to play, trying to add to this lead. A 4-0 lead at the moment, and this is going to roll out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for the Lady Bruins. Northrop and Blackhawk Christian boys are still tied at 1. Looks like they've got 3 minutes and change left to play in that game. Belmont and Norwell were in set number 3 when I last checked on that one. And they've played all 3 sets. Belmont's the winner. Looks like 25-19 was the score for all 3 sets. Belmont beating Norwell 3-0. So a good year so far for the Belmont Volleyball Braves, as the Belmont Lady Braves of girls soccer have already locked up a Northeast 8 title. Well, I say they've locked it up. I think they actually are playing DeKalb tonight. So and if DeKalb wins that game, I think it'd be a 3-way tie. So my apologies there. DeKalb was battling for that NE8 title. Check on that in a little bit. Not sure if we'd get an update on a score, but we can check to see. Well, I can now officially say that Belmont has locked it up, and meanwhile, Homestead adds to their lead, and they're up 5-0. Trying to get a look at who that was. We can show it to you on the replay. As the clock is running, we are in a running clock situation with that goal being scored and Homestead going up 5-0.
Goal for Homestead by number 16.
I'm told that it's number 16, Lily Yohe, who gets the goal for Homestead. Well, we'll show it to you here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay as the game's now in a running clock. See if we can see Yohe when she takes this shot. Just a hard kick with the right foot, just snuck it in past Erxleben, and these Spartans have snuck the ball into some tough spots. And yeah, that does look like Yohe, who scores the goal for Homestead. I was about to say earlier that Belmont did in fact beat DeKalb in girls soccer. That was actually last night, so there won't be a 3-way tie in the NE8. For Yohe, that's only her 3rd goal of the season. With that win for Belmont, they go to 7-0 in NE8 play, and DeKalb, I believe, falls to 5-2. Leo already beat Columbia City last night to go to 6-1 in NE8 play, and they'll be at Northrop this coming Thursday as Dragan moves the ball back across midfield. Just seconds to go here at T-Garden Stadium. Homestead going to celebrate a 14-0 record when this night's all said and done. And they'll go for 15-0 against Bishop Dwenger on Thursday. Shot going out of bounds. Corner kick coming. We'll see if the Spartans get it in. They've pretty much got this game in the bag.
10, 9, 8.
They will get the kick in.
5.
Shot to close it out. Erksleben will get the save.
1.
It's basically moot point, though. It's going to be a 5-0 win for the Homestead Spartans as they go to 14-0 on the season. They'll go for 15-0 on Thursday. It's a game that you can watch on SummitCitySports.com. I believe Tim Atkinson's scheduled to be on the call for that one. But tonight, the Homestead Spartans win 5-0, going to Bishop Dwenger on Thursday. And a key win against Northrop here tonight. Spartans just keep piling up the quality wins. They beat Lawrence North. They beat Evansville Memorial. They beat Leo 11-0, I might add. They beat Carroll, and now they beat the Northrop Bruins tonight here at T-Garden Stadium. Well, for our Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game, we're going to recognize 2 players tonight, and those players are Braley Morris and Audrey Johnson. Morris and Johnson, 2 goals apiece. And I think Morris even had an assist as well in the game. Morris and Johnson, your PSM players of the game. And that's going to do it from here at Pat T-Garden Stadium at the campus of Homestead High School. And I say that, I want to check and see how the Northrop boys did, because they were tied with Blackhawk Christian, and they might be just about done by now. Maybe not quite done. Maybe they are done. We got finished a little early with that game going into the running clock on Yoey's goal. And that game's in commercial right now. But here it's a 5-0 win for the Homestead Spartans over the Northrop Bruins. For my cameraman, Eric Hosmer, this is Thad Goff saying so long from T-Garden Stadium. You've been watching high school girls soccer on SummitCitySports.com. Good night from T-Garden.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.